last I'm on the coach, I can relax now. Getting really stressed out. Last hour or so I didn't know what was going on with the coach, because I missed the last one by 10 seconds. Luckily the lady put me on the quarter past one coach, because I only just missed it, so luckily she's put me on the next one. Birmingham coach station. Birmingham coach station going down to Zara's. Daniel's sister in London Victoria coach station, and she's meeting me. No, Daniel's meeting me. Sorry. After he's gone to hospital to visit his mum, because his mum's in hospital. So. As you can see, I like to sit at the back of the coach. I don't know, it makes me feel more relaxed to sit at the back. I don't know why. I tend to feel more. Oh, that's a bit close. I tend to feel more stressed when people sitting behind me, in case I often get people kicking me in the back of the. You get their knees in the back of you, in the back of the seat. So I tend to try and sit at the back of the coach if I can. Plus, I need a toilet if I have to. Well, I don't need a toilet, but yeah, I tend to feel more relaxed. I don't know if it's an autism thing, because my friend Josh, he also sits at the back of the bus when he gets on buses. So I don't know if it's an autism thing or whether it's just my anxieties. I don't know. But, what is that on my phone? Oh, bit of my banana on the phone cover. I don't know if it's my anxieties or what. But
okay, everybody okay?
Yeah.
Okay, remind you about the seatbelt. Remember, it's for London, yes?
Yeah. I've just got to wind my seatbelt.
Okay. Is everybody for London?
I'll wind my seatbelt. Seatbelt check. So now I can relax a bit and just. Chain. Do you want to see my chain? I've got my Pride magazine with me, Birmingham Pride. I've got that with me to read on the coach, my Birmingham Pride magazine. I've also got my earphones, a bag full of snacks, because I don't know. Look, see that? I don't know if I should get that out on the coach, but yeah, I've got my book club. What else have I got in my bag? What else have I got in my bag? Phone chargers, earphones. I've got a chain somewhere. Where's my chain? Oh, I think I've got in my suitcase my chain. It's like a big chain that goes around the neck. It's got a padlock on it, a master lock, only one key, and relax, because I might wear it maybe, I'm not sure. I want to overcome my fear of wearing it. Overcome my fear of wearing that. what slowed me down, you see, was there was a crash in Bromsgrove near the what's it called, Russell's Hall Hospital or something. Russell's Hall. It's going towards Catsill. It's between Bromsgrove and Catsill. There was a crash. A car. Someone opened their car door or something, and a car went into them or something. So my bus had to stop. I mean, I did leave Wychbold at 10:40, so I thought I'd got to the bus stop 10:40. I thought I'd have plenty of time to get to Birmingham by 12:30. But as I say, a car. I only waited about 5 minutes for the bus. The bus came within about 5 minutes. It was just a car. Some silly person had opened their car door, and another car went into them, and there was a crash. And there was a police car and an ambulance in Bromsgrove, because obviously there was no one injured, but the person was a bit shook up, I think. The bus driver said. What do you expect if you open your car door when you're driving? What do you expect? It's a bit mad, isn't it? You're asking to have a crash, aren't you, really, if you open your car door when you're driving? Or even the passenger door, even if you open the passenger door when you're driving, you're asking for trouble. So, in Birmingham. This is Birmingham, the custard factory, digbeth. I'm travelling into London Victoria. Not in service. Big buzzers. I feel like I've come from properly in the countryside now. When I've come to Birmingham and when I go to London, I feel like I'm properly. Although I lived for like 25, 26 years in Birmingham, I still feel like I've lived in Droitwich now for about something like 12, 13 years or something. So I feel like I've come from the countryside almost, because I spent most of my adult life in Droitwich. Bromsgrove, I lived in Bromsgrove for about 2 or 3 years in Catsill, and I'm living in Wychbold currently. I think it might be good for Lee, me being away from him for a week, being in London for a week. I think that might be good for Lee, because I think his anxieties are around living on his own. I don't think they're to do with where he lives. I think they're more to do with him living on his own. I mean, Daniel lived with Lee for 15 months when I was with Daniel, and I said to Lee, I said, maybe you got attached to him, maybe that's what it was, because he wasn't used to living on his own, and then he lived for another 7 months in a supported living house in Malvern. So I think the real issue with Lee is that I think it is to do with him having a fear of living on his own, or a fear of being on his own. I didn't have that problem so much, because Daniel didn't really live with me for the whole time. Our personalities clash. I mean, our personalities clash. We've both got quite strong personalities. I'm a bit more submissive than he is, that's for sure. But I'm also can also be quite. It's difficult, isn't it, living with someone 24 hours a day? It's like you need some space or something. Or, yeah. So. Oh God. And because I haven't really lived with Daniel properly for more than a few months, and that was around the lease. In mine, I haven't really lived with Daniel and mine. I'm looking forward to going down to London. I'm looking forward to spending the week with him, and then the following week he's coming up here. We're going to have a few days in the week apart, and then he's going to come up here the day before the Pride, which is the Pride is on Saturday the 25th. Saturday 25th of May. And Daniel's coming up on Friday the 24th of May for that week. And at the moment that seems to be working better than us living together all the time, because I find that a bit hard work. Yeah. So. That's exciting. I haven't seen him in over 2 weeks. It's like anxious. I don't know if it's like anxious excitement, if you know what I mean. Anxious excitement. It's almost like anxious excitement. I think if you haven't got that in a relationship, then the relationship's dead. You have to have time apart in a relationship, I feel, to have that excitement of being together, to have that joy of being together, to have that missing each other and then looking forward to seeing each other again. And I think you need that in every relationship in life. I think you need that with friends. I think you need it with family members. I think in life you need that kind of balance of being alone and being with other people. I think there's a balance there which says it's good to be with other people, but it's also good to sometimes be on your own, because when you're on your own you can think about what you really want out of life, you can think about what you really desire, you can think about, I mean, basically we're here in human bodies exploring our desires, exploring our needs, exploring our wishes, exploring our fantasies, or whatever we're doing in life, we're exploring something. We're not, when you're with someone 24 hours a day, how can you both explore the various things that you want to explore? And I'm not talking about sexual things, I'm talking about, like, doors annoying. I'm talking about career, for instance. For instance, I recently noticed that I can watch most of my coursework on YouTube. Now I can just sit in the living room and just chill out, and just veg out in front of the TV and just watch my course. But if Daniel was there, that would be awkward to do, because obviously Daniel would want to watch what he wants to watch. So I can explore more of what I want to do from a career kind of point of view. I can explore it more being on my own. And I'm sure Daniel can as well. I'm sure he can explore. And also I'll worry about whether he misses his family when he's up here, because there was a long time when he didn't see his family or his friends in London because he was up here. And I thought, I hope he doesn't lose his friends or his family because he's up here. And then I started feeling bad about that. So I think it's good for both of us that he can explore all his friends and everything, and I can explore what I want to explore, which at the moment is my career, what I want to do in life. From a financial point of view, I don't crave friends as much as Daniel does, and I think that's where we're different. He likes to be around his friends a lot, whereas I like to see my friends, but also like time with my own. I mean, I haven't seen Ben for a few months, I haven't seen Lawson for probably at least 6 months, and I want to, and once I've explored this course more, I think I'm going to start visiting them again. Lawson, Ben, who else? Yeah, a few other people. Steve, I've been seeing some more of Steve. But yeah, I mean, then people can wait until I can I'm trying to do my coursework, and then I'll go back to socialising again. But see, I noticed when what's that? Nice down, nice boo-boo. I noticed when I was actually watching the coursework on YouTube. I noticed for the first 5-10 minutes I couldn't watch it because I couldn't understand it. And I thought to myself, have I always done that? Have I always avoided watching things that I don't understand? And then I realised, as I watched the same video 3 times, I realised that I could understand even complicated things as long as I watched them a few times. And then I realised that, in fact, all these years I've been saying to myself, I can't do this, or I can't do that, or I can't do this. When in fact, I realised that I actually can, as long as I watch, as long as I study it over and over again, as long as I watch the videos over and over again. For instance, at the moment I'm learning HTML and CSS, which is the coding for web development. And I think that's always held me back. Those thoughts in my head, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do this, I can't do that, and I think that's always held me back. And it's only a recent thing, really exploring those things, it's made me realise, yes, I can actually do it as long as I put my mind to it. And actually my job coach said that as well. She says, because I asked her whether she thought I could do the course, and she says you can do it, anything that you put your mind to. And I thought, yeah, actually, she's right, I can. It's just having that focus there. What she said to me really made me think, because I don't think anyone's ever said that to me before. People have always put me down throughout my life. And I don't think anyone's ever said that to me, and that really got me thinking. I thought, maybe if I keep trying, maybe I can. And now I'm finding, as I've watched the HTML video several times now, I'm starting to understand what it's all about. And I think actually I can actually learn this thing. As long as I keep watching it, as long as I keep studying it, I can actually learn it. To begin with, I was thinking, I wonder if I should have done the graphic design course. That looks easy than the web development course. I think the only thing more complicated than the web development is the coding course. What's it called? Computer programmers. I think that's the only thing that might be slightly more complicated than web development. Although that's a close tie, I'm not sure. Okay, give you the rest, Ella.